this. Facts.
The NLRB listening to dozens of business and labor leaders today at an open hearing on a plan to fast-track union formation. It'll be months until we know if the rule will actually go into effect, but my first guest says if unions expect jobs to be lost, then he should know. Peter Schaumber was once the chairman of the NLRB. Peter, proponents of these new rules say they are modest reforms designed to modernize administrative processes. So why the big deal over this?
You know, Chris, Nietzsche said even the devils in hell have to tell the truth in order to have a discussion. I think anyone who refers to this proposal as a modest proposal, their testimony really should be dismissed. This is not a modest proposal. It's really a seismic shift in board law and procedures.
What does it do? Because to me, to hear the proponents describe it, you're gonna fix some of the systems, modernize some of the systems, and what it's going to do. And one person who gave testimony said it will. He said right now employers have ample opportunity to intimidate and browbeat workers who favor a union.
Yeah, let me answer that two ways. No one is opposed to modernizing systems, having electronic filings and everything else. What people are opposed to is shortening the election period from a median time of 38 days to as little as 10 days. This will not give employers the opportunity to express their views on unionization or workers the opportunity to hear those views and to make an informed choice. This has been an outcome that organized labor has wanted for a long time. With regard to that allegation about employer intimidation and coercion, there's no evidence to support that. In fact, in the 1950s, unionization in the private sector was 35%. And the time for an election was 82 days. You know, far longer than it is today.
Well, I got to tell you, one of the reasons why, again, proponents of labor will tell you that that has happened is because because of the way the NLRB has been in recent years. It has been more favoring the employers. One of them even said the widening inequality gap in the overall economy between the haves and the have-nots, in large part due to the decline in union membership and the pro-employer NLRB.
Well, I don't think there's any merit in that. You know, they can say what they want economically and what the impact of unionization on, but that's not addressing the rule. In fact, that's kind of conceding that the purpose of the rule is to make organizing easier by having an uninformed electorate. And, you know, this is a very important question for workers, and they need to hear both sides. Unfortunately, organized labor does not want them to hear both sides.
Peter, why do people say that the NLRB is apolitical? It isn't. I mean, it's a political arm, is it not?
It is very political today. Chris, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be neutral on these questions. The problem is that 40 years ago, organized labor decided that the political process is where they wanted to go to get what they needed. They chose the Democrat Party, and now they put pressure on Democrat members of the board to do their bidding, if you will.
Peter, thank you so much. Always great chatting with you, Peter Schaumber.
Thank you very much.
Well, cities now laying off their